Welcome to the JTF show. I'm your host, Jason Selton, and today we're going to look at an interview about a movie called The Young Messiah. And just to tell you guys, this was like in 2015, but I wanted to do this for a pretty good while to debunk the claims in this interview that the director of this movie called Young Messiah is based on biblical principles or, you know, based on the biblical record or about Christianity, even though it isn't. Warn you, it is not about Christianity. I wouldn't recommend this movie, but I guess you could just check it yourself. It's called The Young Messiah. I watched it twice, so I do know it is not a Christian or biblical movie just because it has Jesus in it or has biblical figures. That does not mean it's a biblical movie in general. And to back up my claims, we'll look at another video that digs more deep into how the Young Messiah movie was born and what the book is based off of, and the directors and the author of the book that inspired this narrator to make a movie, The Young Messiah. So, without further ado, let's get into the interview and the other video.
Film, coming this March, dramatically explores those mysterious years while being true to the biblical record.
Yeah,
Joining
right.
us to preview the new film, The Young Messiah, is its director, Cyrus Nowrasteh. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And now, many people will know your work from The Path to 9/11, The Stoning of Soraya M. What brought you to this material? This seems a departure for you, given your other films and work.
In an odd way, I feel like it just fell in my lap. My wife had read the book. Betsy, she's also a screenwriter. She read it when it first came out, which is...
And the book that he's talking about, if I'm correct, is called Christ the Lord Out of Egypt. It is not a biblical book. It is not based off the Bible or Christianity, as we will see very soon right now. And just to tell you guys, for I think copyright and all of that, the interview is from I think The World Around. I need to just check, but I think it's called the World Round or something like that. That's where the interview was taking place, somewhere in 2015. Just to tell you guys that. Without further ado, let's dig deeper into what his wife read, shall we?
I did a little research on it and watched the trailer and quickly realized that there's something off about this movie. For one, the Bible doesn't give a real clear description of Jesus' childhood, so the immediate thought is, where are they getting this information?
Exactly.
Well, I was reminded that a long time ago I heard about, in passing, a gospel type of thing that was all about Jesus' childhood. And considering the fact that this movie is all about that, I had to, reason.
And the gospel that he's talking about, if I'm correct, is called the Infant Gospel of Thomas, quote unquote. It's not really a gospel. To me, it's more like, from my research, it's more like a miraculous works. Is more about the works and not about the man who's doing the works type of gospel. It's not even a gospel. I mean, it's not even the New Testament. So, but anyways, I'm going to just show you guys what the book Christ Out of Egypt is about from this person that we just watched, the video that we just watched of this person. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Gospel. Now, if you know anything about the Gnostics, they are not biblical at all. Okay, it's very anti-scriptural. It has closer associations with Luciferianism if you really dissect it. All kinds of weird things that the Gnostics believe. But anyway, the producers acquired the film rights to Anne Rice's 2005 novel Christ the Lord Out of Egypt. apparently it's loosely based on some book that this Anne Rice character wrote. So I pulled up her Wikipedia page. Now listen to this. She was apparently an American author of Gothic fiction, Christian literature, and erotica. That's an interesting combination. I just noticed this. She was raised in a Catholic family. Okay. Down here you can see more Gothic fiction, horror, erotica, fantasy. So, interesting choice. Interesting literary preferences she has there. Let's scroll down. You can see a list of book series that she has written, including The Vampire Chronicles, New Tales of the Vampires, Lives of the Mayfair Witches, The Wolf Gift Chronicles. So again, just like Chris Columbus, this Harry Potter franchise, we see Anne Rice almost to an extreme.
So, do you need more proof that this isn't scriptural or biblical? Well, maybe let's talk about who directed or helped direct, or the writer of, I think, if I'm correct, the writer of this movie, of the Young Messiah. This person, his YouTube channel is called, I think, Black Rabbit, but he refers his name as White Rabbit. So just type in Black Rabbit or White Rabbit, you might find it there. That is the video that we just watched about all the information of this movie. And yeah, there'll be more to come at part 2, because this will be the end of part 1. And yeah, God bless and have a great day.